welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happenings YouTube Atheist Community, and yeah, I didn't do anything else. Yeah, no Saturday bullshit. Anyway, so yeah, I survived not doing it. Had a crappy day yesterday anyway, so it was good timing for me to take a week off. I figure maybe twice a month, maybe 1 week on, 1 week off, or some staggered thing like that, and then maybe we'll be more hungry for it. Or maybe I'll just realize there's no point and let it go altogether, but we'll see how it goes. A couple of people did call me, said they missed me. Yeah, apparently they just couldn't live without me. But apparently I think they did. Maybe. Yeah, speaking of living, Hotlight Day made a weird video. I was kind of surprised Piro didn't reference it in his little broomy thing, but he probably didn't watch it. Just seems like he's, off to the nut house again. But we'll see. Yeah, who knows? Very strange. But it's all very strange on Earth. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I hope he's okay, but frankly, if you're going to be miserable while you're alive, no point in being alive. That's sort of how I look at it. So if you get hit by a train or something, I guess that's cool. Accidentally, on purpose. Anyway, well, I'm just not going to be a hypocrite, it's the way it is. I see, like I said, I just don't see the, I see the point of suicide if you just find life is, if you're in pain and you're really uncomfortable. I mean, I'm really uncomfortable a lot. So, but I'm not really, really uncomfortable, so I guess that's the difference. So when I get really, really uncomfortable, then I'll get out. I won't endure it for the hell of it. But there is an awful lot to do on this planet in terms of fixing things. So I guess I could use that as a segue into, well, I watched Healthy Addict, and I watched Piro. Well, Healthy Addict, he's just cute, perky. But yeah, I don't know if her subject matter is a little bit too, and she's just kind of, it's not preachy, but it's just kind of throwaway rhetoric. She doesn't do the serious philosophical logical argument thing. She just does the almost intuitive kind of logical argument thing. It's too touchy-feely, I guess, for my taste. But anyway, it's whatever. Personalities on YouTube, and maybe that's it. People are trying to be personalities, and I suppose there's a certain obligation to do that. I mean, I'm thinking about my own presentation, and the fact that I really have to just get it down to a science or whatever the formula. So that came up in Piro's video. Piro was talking about entertainment, and then that gets into the things that entertain us, and that sort of got into video games and competition, and that just leads to a whole bunch of other words, right? You could just start, competition. What is competition about? It's about control. It's about, in a way, it's about fixing things. It's a contest. It's about pass and fail. Success, failure, and this idea that you feel good. It's about maybe a redemption and justification. You can kind of justify yourself through success. Then it's also vicariously, in a way, about this. Even the good versus evil thing is, whatever your definition of those things are. Whatever the adversary is, it's this idea of, being vital, being important. And that might all be part of the ego thing too, and that's part of it too. It's just winning, because winning has associated with it the idea of the prize. And you're going to Disney World, and you're going to, have an orgy with famous people, that kind of thing. It's about winning, and that's the nature of the organism. It's 4 billion years of building gladiators for the gladiator war, so of course we vicariously, anything that looks like the gladiator war, especially looks like it in a form where we don't have to put any blood on the table. We don't have to ante up with anything hard, real. Um, yeah, we're all in then, right? Gambling without really losing. Just the idea that I might lose, but not the reality that I'll lose. So we sort of like that, and so movies obviously provide that. Fantasies, they're harmless, mostly. I mean, obviously you can do harm to yourself with your own fantasies going wrong, and you know, you can damage your own confidence and all that kind of stuff by being too pessimistic about your um, what happens, what reality will do to you. Being too realistic, maybe, not going with the positive feelings, that kind of thing. It's always dangerous. So, not a totally uninteresting subject, but Piro did tend to make it uninteresting. It's just kind of funny, the unentertaining, talking about entertainment. But I mean, it is a tricky business, this entertainment thing. Shaping the bullet. You want to shoot through people's heads in the right shape, so they don't move. So they think it's a Cheerio or something coming at them, a gummy bear, and they don't realize it's a bullet. It's going to blow their old shitty brain out and replace it with the new, better Borg kind of improvement. So, anyway, what else? Yeah, everybody else is dead or boring, right? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's it. Chicky poo. I mean, yeah, Carrie. McCarpet. She does have a vegan channel, so I guess I'll post a link below to that. She did a little video where she said something about me, and that was nice of her. But yeah, I don't want her to offend her patronage by speaking of the evil one. But she even talked nicely about Prince Charles or something, so she probably obviously does drugs or something. Man, whew. That whole royal family thing is just so creepy. I mean, I think he killed. I think he. Whatever. I don't know. Conspiracy theory for the British. He seems pretty insensitive. He seems pretty. I mean, everybody's got Asperger's over there, I think, right? Because I've heard that word like the last 2 weeks. I must have heard that word like 768 times. And it's too many times for me. But everybody seems to have it over there. The entire island has got Asperger's, and I think they got some sort of sniffly nose condition also. But anyway, enough of that. Well, that makes me think of Great Tex. See, that's how the brain works, right? So I'm thinking, oh, Great Britain. And I think about like the butt of Great Britain. And then I said, oh, yeah, the Great Tex. Yes. It's probably right on the butt. If Great Britain was the shape of an animal, Great Tex probably lives right on the butthole. But anyway, that's not really a good subject. Yeah, no. So anyway, I don't know. Coughlin, I mean, not Coughlin, yeah, well, Coughlin too. He's been doing some sort of shit, which I don't remember. He did something. I just get that beard thing, hey, everybody do whatever the hell you want, right? But I mean, that's just too Arkansas for me. I mean, that's just, whew, ratty, cruddy beard. I mean, it's just too, yeah, all I can think about is like, those inbred mutants from like Arkansas who can't even grow a good beard. But anyway, it's just a subjective thing. It's fine. It's lovely. Not Coughlin. What's that other guy's name? Whatever. Does TV commercials and I don't know. Maybe he's been in the movie. I don't know. Yeah, he's got some sort of name. Ian Crosslin. That's it. Ian Crosslin. I don't know why I say Ian. I know it's Ian. Say Ian. I don't know why that happens, but it does. It never happened like 20 years ago. I would have always said Ian. And now all of a sudden somehow got confused. I must have ran across an Ian. Igor. Yeah, yeah, an Igor. Anyway, yeah, so he did some sort of dopey video. But it's too, I didn't want it. Too silly. Everybody's too silly for me now. I've totally transcended all this silly mush. Because I have all these, it's like laser beam eyes now or whatever. It's just see it. It's too clear, too obvious. And, so it's just, you just see people going wrong. You see it right. It's just, well, you're going, yep, no, going the wrong way, wrong, no. It's just, whatever people are talking about, you just see it. They just, oh, no, you can't do that. You can't make a bridge out of that. You can't use that. That's not those two things aren't connected at all. You're full of shit. It just happens too quickly. So anyway, I guess that's all. Have its commentary. I'm just looking here to say, well, there's something happened, right? And nothing happened. So, well, if you haven't seen the Carrie Mick Carpet and me conversation thing, that's a good video. And so stuff happening. So I'll probably do the room next week, but I think I will try to actually have a subject. Gotta work on the Vlogger Dome now, like immediately, and virtual reality subject, and talk some about that. That's all about recognizing. The word entertainment Shapiro was talking about. I mean, that's all we're here to do is entertain a brain that's hungry. Okay, not just for food and sex and conquest is the other part of it, right? Is control. To have a dominion over which they have control, and that's what we're hungry for, this control thing. Our brain works on, it sort of sees the error in that's a threat, it's identifying threats, and it's shooting the threats, and that's sort of what a video game is, and all this stuff. You're just basically just shooting threats, anything that threatens your garden. And that's sort of how we're made, just like all the other animals. They're just territorial. That's a good word. I'll write that one down. Surprisingly, it's a big word in terms of our psychology. If somebody had made a video today talking about territoriality, I would have said, now that guy's going on the right road, because that's an important word. Maybe as big as reflex and evolution. It's probably in that group. It's right there in terms of really defining our psychology. Is that we have a personal space, a personal domain, comfort zone, and we're just territorial about it. We're just protecting it, finding a threat and trying to eliminate it. And that's sort of the competition. That sort of explains a lot of our passions, is just to have I mean, if there was a way for us to keep the sun in the sky and stop the rain from falling, we probably feel competitive about doing things like that too, because it's just this control. That's the mechanism. So anyway, I won't drag this out. I don't think I need to say anything else. I'm better than I was yesterday, but I'm still kind of queer in the head. kind of not quite right. So I think that's all that's necessary. Dinner. Yes, box, dump, and pot. So, that's how you make dinner. That's how I found. You can make dinner that way. Just find a box. This is a box here. See the box? And then you open the box and pour it in the boiling water. It makes dinner. Anyway, thought there might be something else. I was gonna something brilliant would come to me, but no. Here you can listen to. That's the sound of good cooking. That's what that is. Yes, sir. Yeah. So I think that's it. Yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to, I had all this extra time, because I wasn't doing that stupid stuff, talking to people. And so, I did something last night, and then I just lost the whole day working on this computer. But I can't show you how it works because it works so badly. I mean, if I try to open something, it just takes forever, so it's just not, this isn't enough of a computer for the internet of today. Yeah, open and warbles. You just see it, just nothing happens. There, dun, 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 dun. You could die of old age. No, it'll take forever, trust me. Still working, still, see, nothing. And you just realize, hey, you know what, that's wasting my time. So it's just kind of funny that the tablet runs faster than this computer. Well, it's not really that computer, it's that computer. But anyway, it just pissed me off. I spent the whole day getting it working, and then I found out it's just not enough of a computer. It is kind of funny that you need a certain amount of computer now just to do the internet, where you used to be able to do the internet with almost no computer. But it's all this, I think it's all this crap. It's gotten very full of crap. Oh, that's the one thing I did want to mention, though, that Firefox does have this. I did post a video I took down, well, I made private or whatever, where you can start a conversation. Firefox has built into it a little Skype app kind of a thing. And I haven't been able to get to work yet. See, that's how long it took to load a video. And then the sync is always off, and so it's just terrible. But that's a long time to load one single web page. Anyway, but what was I saying? Yes, I know. I was finished off with something important-ish. Damn, and I lost it. Something to do with the speed of things. Oh yeah, the app. So I mean, the good news is I think you might be able to, make it so you can only do 2 people, which is the downs. I said, oh fuck, when I found out it was only 2 people, I said, oh fuck, this is no good. I mean, it's good. I mean, it might be convenient for talking to people, I suppose. Another, Skype sort of works for that, but I mean, it might be another way to do Skype without Skype. But yeah, I was just kind of disappointed that it's only a 2 people thing. So I have to see. Yeah, but I think you can program your way out of that. I think I could figure out a way to program it so it can do more than with 2 people. So I have to work on that someday. Because there's so many things to work on. It's just. Oof. So anyway, this HTML5 thing, if it finally gets here someday, might be good, but it ain't here yet. So that's it. I think you're supposed to be able to opt into it somewhere on YouTube, but I haven't done any research, so I haven't even tried to find it. But I mean, it's sort of a thing I should figure out how to opt in, because I prefer not to use Flash if possible, because Flash is evil. So anyway, that's all there is. Yeah. So till the next time. Sorry for those who were disappointed about last night. Yeah, I'm just tired, and I want to refocus, and so thank you to the spammy troll, I guess, for that, in the sense that the troll essentially drove me away, and made me realize that my time is valuable, and that I have to get more out of it, and I can't allow slow computers and trolls to waste my time. I mean, I have to be possessive, about territorial, about my space, and do what I can to keep myself in the game. I can't let them push my buttons. Yeah. That's a general theme for life in general. It's kind of like I was saying about the brain. It's one of those ideas you should always be running, a little program in your head. Don't let assholes press my buttons. Let good people press the buttons. Or you can try to press your own buttons. It's a little bit kinky, but it's probably the way to go if you can manage it. If you can get you to press your buttons, right? This doesn't sound like it makes much sense, but anyway. It's the way to go. It's safe sex. It's you know, safe psychology is don't let anybody else fuck with you. But again, you know, sometimes you're not a very good driver, so it's good to have somebody else sometimes pull a string a little bit to keep you from going off the road. Alright, so that's enough. That's a little bit of a little added ramble. It wasn't too bad, kind of on the subject, but not quite. Close enough, all in all. It's close enough to a video. And such. Gotta get my bearings. Yeah, Mr. Spock died. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, you know, he's getting old and all that's old enough, right? Old enough to die. He was looking kind of, you know. So, but it's kind of a, you know, the passing of an era kind of, you know, it's just kind of, shit, Mr. Spock's dead. But he wasn't the, you know, he wasn't a really good Vulcan, actually. Kind of a pussy sometimes. So anyway, enough said. But, you know, this kind of like, you know, it's just really stupid to make a Mr. Spock and then kill it. What's the point? I was thinking about that in some movies. Sometimes they kill perfectly good characters in movies, and sometimes the character is a little bit too good. And it's just like, yeah, it just kind of, nah, the movie doesn't work just because the price you paid was too high. You know, it's like kind of like a war. If you lose too many good people, it's just, yeah, fuck it. It's not worth winning. You know, too expensive. Too high a price. Winning isn't everything. It's like I'd rather us all go down with the ship than, you know, to throw the best of us overboard. Gotta throw the garbage overboard. But anyway, that's a whole other subject. Defining garbage. I think that's it now. Now I think I'm done.